Hey everyone, and welcome back to Joy at Work. Great to be with you again. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you enjoy the content. Today, I want to continue our conversation on feedback. Last time we talked, we met. I shared how we're always getting feedback back from people, be it through their body language or things they say or don't say. Implicitly, feedback is just part of something we receive all the time. And today, I want to transition into people giving us feedback in a formal manner, like explicitly. So, calling us aside and saying, hey, I've got some feedback I want to share with you. And I want to talk about our general response to feedback we get from people because all of us, okay, maybe that's too much of a generalization, but most of us, including myself, find it very difficult to take feedback or to receive it well. But as I said last time, the better we get at receiving feedback, like real feedback, like signal, not noise, the more opportunity we provide ourselves to improve ourselves. So what are some of the reasons that we refuse to receive feedback from people? We don't take it in well. Well, sometimes it has to do with we just don't agree with the feedback. At other times, it has to do with who's giving us the feedback. They're not even morally allowed to give us feedback because of what we know about them or our relationship with them. But today, I want to focus on one of the more interesting reasons why we refuse feedback. And this is because sometimes we don't take feedback well because the feedback challenges the idea of ourselves that we've built for ourselves, right? So I think I am this person. These are my morals, these are my ethics. And so as a result, if you give me feedback that challenges who I say that I am, I kind of say, no, that can't be right. Like if I say I'm a very honest person and you give me feedback that says, hey, you're not honest, or the feedback implies that I'm not honest, then it really begins to attack who I am and what I believe I stand for. And so I kind of push you off to the side and say, no, I'm not going to take this feedback because you're challenging who I say that I am, type of thing. And this is really interesting because nobody, lives to the fullest of the ideals they espouse, right? Like, no one simply does. And that's because we're all governed by this concept of bounded ethicality. All of us have blind spots. All of us have ethical and moral blind spots. Even when we say, hey, we're extremely honest, there are times when we are just not honest, not even because we want to be dishonest, but because we're not aware that we're being dishonest. So, our images of ourselves are generally more inflated than they are, right? It's kind of like the objects in the mirror look closer kind of thing. The harder we look, we find out that we all have blind spots and they're things we don't take care of or didn't notice when we were doing them. In addition to that, we are all very attached to our ideas. These ideas include ideas of ourselves, right? So over 95% of us believe or have a strong connection between our ideas and our identities. When you challenge our ideas about ourselves, then you're challenging our identity. But here's the thing. If we took a step back and even explored the feedback that maybe challenged who we say we are, challenged what we believe about our identity, then we'll be able to understand better what we're projecting to others. Maybe I feel I'm coming across as being very patient, but somebody perceives me as impatient because of the way I reposition myself in my chair or the words I use, right? There's an opportunity to understand more about ourselves. We all have blind spot, everybody does, right? And so this is why feedback, even when it challenges our personal identity and what we believe or who we believe we are, it's still important to take the time to try and understand it, to make sure that we're not missing something that other people are seeing. And feedback's a gift, and we can use it to our own advantage. So don't let your identity, don't let the image you've created of yourself get in the way of hearing feedback or getting feedback, especially from the folks that you love and trust. They often can see things about us that we don't see about ourselves. And the more we do this, the more we have the opportunity to change and grow and to be better versions of ourselves. All right, thanks for tuning in. See you next time. Bye.